Alright, I wanted to do a quick video. I'm still got a little bit of the southern accent, so I'm probably going to be speaking like this for a little while until I settle back in the UK, but you'll have to excuse me um, while I talk a little bit country. But I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about value, about working hard and obtaining things and getting things, and this is kind of a message to everybody. We're all in this life to learn, to grow, and to progress. Now, here's the deal. Those of us who I used to say when I was working as a personal trainer, I earned the knowledge I had to get me to where I need to be. And I'm still working towards that. I've had some pretty dang good food while I've been over in the States, and a little fluffy, but I'm getting back in there tomorrow and restarting training back on the diet. It's all good. But the thing is when I did my personal training course and all the other courses that I got, I put my money into it. All right. And I paid for it, and there's a couple of things that I'm going to be paying for to increase my knowledge and to help me move forward into what I want to do. And I don't expect anybody to pay for that. All right. At the same time, education should be available to everybody, and you should be able to take your exams and pass them, and those people who are teaching should be getting paid to teach. Now, what I'm going to say is on the subject of teachers and professors. You see, the thing is, most teachers now they teach from a curriculum. The state gives them the books, and they just say word for word what's in the books. All right, they have no practical experience or application themselves. They're just going through what it says in the book, and then they say, right, do this, and then the kids do this, and then the kids hand in the homework to get it marked, and they say, well, that's what the state says, and you passed, and there's no real room for thinking, which is real education. Real education means you got to think, you got to justify. When I was training up for my personal trainers, they said to me, is that you got to justify why you're doing something, all right? And you got to be able to think, why am I doing that? And apply it, and be able to say, well, I'm doing this because this and this and this, and it produces this result, all right? Now, teachers don't have that. They don't have that over in England, in America. The one place where they have one of the best ones in the world is Sweden. All right, in Sweden, they've got a better class. They actually think over there, and there's a lot of people who are real successful in Sweden. But anyway, that's beside the point. So when we talk about the student desk, well, let's just think it over a second. McDonald's, Burger King, all these burger joints are set up for one thing only: for you to work while you're studying. And I hear some students, oh, I've got all this studying to do, I can't do it. And it's like, well, welcome to the real world. We work hard, we bust our asses, we pay for it, and then we move on. My brother, he works in McDonald's. He was married, and he had a kid, and his wife works, and they paid off, and they got themselves, and now they're living in Nova Scotia, Canada, and they got 3 kids, and they both work, and they work hard, and they're buying the home and everything, okay? So we're paying off the student loans. Certainly something's got to be done. And the professors teaching the university get crazy amounts of money. This I know. But the thing is they've earned that from a lifetime of thinking, of discovering, of going forwards and being experts in their field. They've got a lifetime of work experience and everything. Now, they should have a pay that's reflected on that. All right? And here's the deal. When you go through, you should be earning your dues, like these folks did, and they got their dues. They're sharing their experience now. What really needs to happen is the system needs to change, where education is looked at, where people are educated to think. And unfortunately, these days in the schools now, people not educated to think. They're educated to think like the government, like the state, like everybody, and they're drilling now independent thought. Now you got to ask yourself why that is. So, and if you look at some of the schools on the disgusting stuff they're teaching these days to these young kids, no wonder kids are messed up. So, I just wanted to turn around and say, we need to, as a people, protect our young people from the state now. And that means we've all got to stand up and say, hey, you know what you're doing is wrong. You're poisoning our kids. And all these minorities. Yeah, you know what? All these minorities, if you want to live that way, then that's fine. But the thing is, with respect, why should we respect anybody? Alright? You should respect people as human beings and give them the dignity as human beings, but that is about all. You want to respect someone as a person, you got to act to the best. You got to treat people with kindness, with respect to get respect. You got to have the experience. You got to have everything else. All right. There's no point in turning around and saying, "Oh, you should respect me because I'm older than you." That's not the way it works. All right. You should respect the experience, the sacrifice, everything else. Just because someone's older than you does not demand that respect. Alright, they could just be at home, living at home for 60 years and drawing on the state pension and not even worth a day in their life. Age ain't had got nothing to do with it. Alright, it's who you are as a person, how you act, and how you are. Alright? And that's the first thing we need to do. And as for respect for these people who are whatever it is, LGBTQ or whatever it is, why should we respect them just because they want to be that way? No. We should respect people. We should respect them because the people. That's about as far as it goes. And they should pay the same respect as they want from other people. Alright? And that means they get on with their lives. They don't ram their thoughts down anybody's throats. And that's what the state is trying to do. To our kids. Let kids be kids, for God's sake. Alright? Kids have got enough on their plate. They need to learn. They need to think. And that thought needs to be directed rightly. And you know what that is? It's through the sciences, through reading, writing, history, and teach them how to think about those things. Not about anything else. Leave that until later when they can form an opinion, maybe around about beyond when they're 16, 17, when they can really start thinking for themselves. If kids need to be over a certain age to have sex, to drink, to smoke, while we're pushing them all these things that really just don't matter. Alright? They need to learn the basics in life. They need to be learned to think, to take responsibility, to take accountability. And this thing about forgiving the student loans, no. Those kids should be going out, flipping burgers, earning that, cherishing that. I'll tell you, just as a story from me, when I was doing my personal training, I've sold stuff to get my qualification. I value that, and I love where I'm at right now. I love where I'm going, and I know that I can give more, but does that mean I'm going to give someone training for free? Hell no. Why should I? That's my knowledge that I earned. And you know what? Yeah, I should be paid for imparting that knowledge to get somebody better. I'm not going to charge extortionate prices for that, but I am going to turn around and make sure that they value that and they give something of value towards that. And that's what respect is all about. Giving value to that. So what I'm going to say is we need to combat the state. We need to turn the state around. We need to turn around and get things going right back. So I just wanted to say this, and God bless you all, and love you, and you have a nice day now, you hear?